Welcome to Creating Connections with the Camera. My name is Kathy Choi. I'm the head of partner strategy and operations here at Snap. And I'm so excited to be joined here by three of our amazing brand partners that have worked with us over the past few months to bring together some incredible use cases of our connected lens technology. Before we get started, I would love to do a quick round of introductions of all of our presenters. First, we have Ashley Shapiro, our Vice President of Marketing, Media, Performance Engagement at American Eagle. Next, we have Leah Sandell, our Global Social Media Innovation Lead at the Lego Group. And we have Sean Jenner, our Head of Marketing
at Sweat.
We'll be sharing a brief video overview of each of these amazing connected lens concepts, and we'll hear directly from each of the brands around their experience working with us and the belief in the power of shared AR. So with that, we're gonna get right into it. So first up, just wanted to talk a little bit about what exactly is connected lens and what exactly is shared AR technology. And for those of you who have followed the work that we've done at Snap, this is really the first time that we're allowing Snapchatters to interact with their friends directly in AR. So whether you're in the same room, as you can see on the left-hand side, or apart and you're playing remotely, this is the first time that the technology has become a non-solitary experience. In the past, it's been dependent on you taking a snap and sharing it with friends. But with connected lenses, you can actually invite your friends to play, create, and learn about the world together, which is really exciting. Last year, you may have heard about us launching local lenses, and connected lenses are really a continuation of the arc, and we allow for Snapchatters to connect no matter where they are in the world. And we believe that bringing people together to play with friends, chat with friends, share with friends is something that AR has a potential to really change and have a positive impact in bringing people together. I think especially in this past year, this is something that will make Snapchatters feel more together, even when they're apart. And when they are together, make being together more fun. So with that, I'm so excited to share with you our first example. With American Eagle, we partner to bring together a virtual store concept. And this is mimicking as much as possible what an experience would be like to go shopping with your friends. So as you can see, if you invite your friends together, you would go into this sort of virtual store portal where you can actually see a store that should mimic as much as possible what you'd see in a real in-person experience. You can actually go and check out the tiny tops and shorts with this product visualization up close. And we've actually built a women's wear and a menswear mannequin to actually dress up and allow Snapchatters to comment on a piece of clothing with their friends, share what they like, what they don't like, and really recreate and replicate what you do if you're doing this in real life, which is, hanging out with your friends as you're shopping together. You might see some of the bubbles in the background, which are presence indicators that actually show where your friends are in the store in real time. And we're just really excited about the potential to, of course, not just drive awareness and discovery with these items, but also push conversion at the end. And as you can see, there was a link to purchase at the very end of the video. So Ashley, American Eagle's been an amazing partner with Snap in the past. Would love to kind of know why your team was interested in pursuing this partnership with us.
Thanks so much, Kathy. So this holiday season, we had tremendous success with our holiday virtual stores that we partnered with you on. So thank you. As amazing as they were, beating every benchmark and KPI that we put out there, they were solo experiences. And since the beginning of time, shopping has been a social experience. We all remember the mall. We all remember going with our friends to the food court. And even today, that is very powerful. The influence that especially Gen Z has on each other and their shopping behaviors is extremely important. We heard that you were going to be creating technology where we could share these experiences, our customers share the shopping experience together on Snapchat, and we could really leverage this idea of togetherness. We had to do it.
We're so great to hear it. And your team's been an incredible partner in this. And as you can see from the concept, I think we're incredibly excited about what we've built and sort of the potential to make this a really social experience. When you think about the sort of potential of shared AR technology for American Eagle, what does that look like to you?
I think it has the possibility to redefine what social media means. Historically, social media has been about one person sharing their experience with many.
Mm.
And now, instead, you'll be able to actually experience it together in a virtual setting. So I think that's tremendous for the person using it. But as far as our industry, it's going to put a tremendous amount of pressure, in a good way, on the role of the channel. Every channel is going to have to kind of take the expectation, add so much value, because the beauty of the store was that you could be with others. But now,
Mm.
if you can be with others virtually, what is the next level? What comes next?
Yep, absolutely. We couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Really excited to sort of show you also a couple of different use cases for this technology. And next, we'll talk a little bit about the work that we pursued with the LEGO Group. So Leah, we've been so excited to work with you and the team over the past few months to really think about what does building bricks with friends look like when you're not physically together. So what we did was build this really immersive experience where there's almost an element of gameplay here, where you can actually take concepts from the Rebuild the World campaign and figure out how do we actually make this a social experience where you can actually invite your friends, as you can see here, and have them build and rebuild the world together. So what we've done is build a concept where you can actually take different parts of existing Lego products. So in this case, the base is really this red race car chassis, and you can actually take different components of other concepts. So whether it's parts of a lion, so a lion head is getting added here, or a different part of a different concept, such as a dragon, and adding in, let's say, the dragon's legs, as you can see here as well, and really making it a really interactive experience with sound, animation, and really rethinking what it's like to build, not just by yourself, but with your friends. And you can chat with your friends as you're doing this. You can even actually activate the voice function and talk live as you're rebuilding this together. And I think we're just really excited with, of course, Lego being an incredible piece of IP when it comes to this kind of gameplay, and thinking about how do we actually translate that fun element into something that's as immersive as you can see on the screen here with shared AR. So Leah, I would love to hear from you. What made the Lego Group interested in pursuing this partnership?
Yeah, Kathy, and it's been a great experience to build this with you. I think for us, essentially, this is an opportunity to bring more creativity to more people. The Lego system in play is all about these unlimited creative opportunities. And so we really loved the idea of bringing that to life in a completely new way. And as you can see in that video, the experience enables friends and families to come together for a shared experience around creativity and around imagination and building and rebuilding. And they can do that whether they're in the same room or not. So we really liked that idea and what it can bring to people.
Absolutely. I think definitely all of us who are on the team helping build this, we're channeling all of our favorite memories from, especially when we were younger, about building this with friends, and now being able to do this as adults in this virtual experience was just really incredible. Thank you, Leah. Sean, we'd love to talk and showcase the great concept we built with you and your team. So Sweat is, of course, a company that's really focused on promoting working out with friends and high intensity interval training. And what we built is this concept that actually takes working out, which I think most of us really like to do this with other people, and translating that into something that is highly social. So as you can see here, we've actually mimicked what working out in friends will look like. And the avatars are actually an anonymized version of the friends who've joined the experience working out together. And it's actually animating each of them in lifetime. And this is actually really fun because it's got a competitive element to it. So the ability to actually complete each move as close to the form as possible is a major part of it, because when each of the four moves are complete, there's actually a little bit of a competition at the end where we award a first, second, and third place based on performance there. So I think this one in particular is just a phenomenal one, because we joked that the engineer who worked on this was getting a workout every time he was testing the lens itself, because it really got you out of your seat and up and moving. So Sean, would love to hear from you. What made your team interested in pursuing this partnership with us?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Kathy. Look, I think as you mentioned, for us, certainly we're a business that's been built on, using technology and digital tools to create world-class fitness experiences. And as you mentioned, we have a huge community that we already know loves to work out individually, but also, together in groups to help, I guess, motivate and engage each other as well. And, pre-COVID, we would organize boot camps and meetups, and our users would also do it themselves. And obviously that hasn't been possible in the same way. So I think for us to kind of find ways to enable people to, exercise and stay fit, but also stay connected through this lens was an incredible opportunity. So I think also for us, this opportunity came out over that sort of December, January period, which for us is, the most critical time for people looking to either start their fitness journey or return to fitness as well. So I think for us also, anything unique or different or exciting that we could use to be, top of mind with, people entering the category was a really important opportunity as well.
You got to get in with the New Year's resolutions. And, when you take a step back and think about just the potential here, Sean, how do you think shared AR could impact your brand go forward?
Yeah, I think there's, incredible opportunities for us. And I think our, the fitness and exercise category as a whole, I think we'll be looking to continue to find new, engaging ways to motivate and enable, our communities to exercise. And, AR's got a really natural fit there. I think, that notion of community and interaction is, always going to be critical to exercise. And I think even more so just with the way the world, is likely to continue to change and evolve over the next couple of years as well. So I think for us, the ability to use tools such as AR to kind of create these virtual or connected group fitness experiences is really interesting.
Perfect. Thank you. I think it's been phenomenal hearing a little bit about your own brand's journey in this. And I think we'd be remiss to not talk about the fact that, I think AR in particular has become a hot topic over this past year, particularly with brands, retailers, and e-commerce, given the realities of a global pandemic. So what do you do when you're a brand that's really focused around an in-person interaction or in-person experience, and we're no longer able to do that? And so certainly, I think during this difficult time, there's a reality of adjusting the business to meet reality. And also, I think in some ways, on a personal level, it's more important than ever to kind of bring people together, especially when there's a physical distance dividing us. So we talked about AR and the impact on your businesses, but we'd love to hear from you all your thoughts on the potential of AR on consumers and how they engage with the world.
I guess I could pop in. I think I talked about it earlier, but I do think this idea of togetherness is really important. And when we think about the customer and how it changes things, it's a much deeper level of virtual engagement. Just to use an example from my world and how it is a consumer, you're bringing experiences that only used to be able to happen in real life into a virtual environment.
So the fitting room experience as an example.
We can convert more than 60% of our customers to sales once they try on a pair of jeans. If AR were to enable us to try on clothing virtually, that changes the game in so many ways. The second piece is it removes geography. When we think about togetherness, there's a geographic component to it. So a very real life example, and I'm sure we've all experienced it, you're at college, you're away from home, you're trying something on, you want to talk to your best friend from home or even your mom. And this would allow that experience, that showmanship of being able to say, hey, Sally, to use an old lady way of saying it, but hey, Sally, what do you think of these great jeans? So I think it really will change how consumers interact with the product and their friends, their peers, or their parents.
Absolutely. That's great.
I think for me, one addition to that, I think the huge, leap through this technology is as well is the connected and community element of the AR experience. I think, AR's been around for a long time in different forms as well. But I think, for the most part, it's been kind of, one person interacting with one thing in their own space kind of thing. Whereas I think the opportunity to kind of start to create a shared experience in your own environment or different virtual environments is really, really interesting as well. And I think, as Ashley said, the community element that enables, that's never really been possible through things like AR is a big leap.
Yeah, and I think for us, Lego Bricks provides an opportunity for people to express themselves through open-ended creativity, really. And so just like you said, Sean, to be able to do that with other people is this interesting extra new layer. And of course, in a time of lockdowns, when we're not always able to be together, any technology that enables, connection and shared experiences and enables us to come together is just even more interesting.
That's great. And I mean, I think the geography point in particular actually really resonates. Even with this group, we're putting together a global panel that is spanning 4 different time zones, and this is an experience that each of us can kind of pick up, and we can all interact in it together. And that's just sort of a unique and certainly different perspective on AR. They think that's never been explored before. And I think, at Snap, AR is something that we spend a tremendous amount of time on because, we certainly believe that the camera is one of the most powerful tools that can help change people's daily lives. And AR is such a central part of that. And whether it's unlocking a more personal relationship with your customers or getting a real life view of what their experiences and reactions are with your products. And I think certainly we're super eager to share some of the engagement data that we'll get out of this around, what are users finding interesting and so forth in each of your concepts. I think more than anything, the ability to just connect in new ways and have these immersive experiences that are also, I'd be remiss to mention that they're really fun. This is just kind of a different way to do, virtual, blank with your friends. So from the perspective of each of your brands, what are your sort of key priorities over the next, let's say, year or two? And how do you see AR and shared AR in particular helping drive those goals?
Well, maybe I can go first. For us, our overall mission stays the same, and it's all about inspiring and developing the builders of tomorrow. So, the Lego brick is very much at the heart of what we do, but AR technology and connected AR technology can, enhance that and complement that. And I think that's how we look at it.
Perfect.
I think from our side at Sweat, for us, our goal is to empower women in particular through fitness, and obviously giving people tools, I guess, to lower the barrier to exercise as well is really, really important. So I think, even with the experience we've created here, it's not necessarily there to, replicate a full, half an hour workout that you might do, but ultimately by just giving something that enables people to take that first step or first exercise that kind of, I guess opens them up to the, physical and emotional benefits of exercise is really important for us. I think anything that kind of, makes exercise and working out more accessible and engaging and fun, that ultimately leads to, people within our category, but ultimately more people leading happier, healthier lives is great.
Absolutely no excuse to not work out when it's literally available in your fingertips, right?
I think from the AE side, we are a youth culture brand. Gen Z is constantly evolving. Camera is always evolving. And one of our objectives is to continue to be a best-in-class social innovator in the eyes of
Gen Z.
So that really affects all of our priorities and how we go about doing that. So acquisition, as an example, in order to acquire Gen Z, you have to be where they are, you have to be showing up the right way. And we know right now that's on Snap. That's using AR. I think engagement always remains top of mind. The customer will always be first in the eyes of American Eagle. And to your point earlier, these are not just innovative and engaging experiences, they're actually really fun. And we want our customer to be immersed in our brand because they love it and they love what we're doing and they want to interact. I think lastly, all of us have sales goals. All of us are goals on revenue, right? So we need to always evolve the shopping experience. And the camera is creating new ways to shop. We did it holiday. We're doing it again now with the connected lens. So I think just staying on top of the camera and how involved the shopping experience now connects with others is really amazing.
Perfect. And maybe as sort of a final wrap up, we talked a lot about kind of your own experiences with this partnership, the priorities of your own brands, and it's amazing to kind of hear about your specific examples. Certainly, I think AR has become a buzzier and buzzier word over the last few years, and there's a lot changing on the broader industry. So would love to sort of hear any thoughts you might have around how you see connected lens technology or shared AR technology just changing your broader industry in the future.
Sean, you haven't gone first yet.
Sure, I'll jump in there. Thank you, Ashley. Much appreciated. I think for us, looking at us as we operate within the kind of health and fitness industry. So I think looking at that category more broadly, one of the features that was really unique for this that you mentioned, Kathy, as the technology within AR becomes more detailed and better, is actually being able to monitor things like people's individual technique and have that level of detail. It's not just about kind of how a rough shape moves. You can physically measure how someone is moving and interacting. So for us, we have a key pillar of our brand being exercise and know-how from a technical and physical point of view. So for me, using things like technology as it becomes more and more advanced to be able to even correct things like form and posture, or monitor someone's technique to make sure, one, they're working out safely and not doing anything that's going to hurt themselves, but also to make sure they're getting the best possible workout experience they can. I think for me that exercise is always going to be a physical experience, but being able to use things like this to kind of enhance people, what people are doing at an individual level, I think is really powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think you can sort of see, even on a yearly basis, just like the step changes and just like how much better the technology is getting, more accurate, higher quality rendering, et cetera. And it's only going to accelerate from here.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know that I can speak for the wider industry, but I can definitely tell you that we're really excited about the possibilities it brings to, bring our Lego Play experience to life in completely new ways, and just providing another way to build and to have fun with family and friends. I think that's the core of what we're really excited about.
Mm-hmm.
I think try-on technology exists for a lot of products and obviously being used widely in the beauty industry.
I know that I've been talking a lot about the fitting room experience. The use of shared AR technology for clothing try-on, now that's the real game changer for the role of the channels and the customer experience.
Absolutely. And I think, even though we did talk a little bit about the pandemic and how certainly some of these trends have accelerated, I do think that we also do feel that even once hopefully our world comes where we're back to normal, that these experiences will still remain and will still linger and are such a natural part of especially this generation's just digital fluency and almost expectation for what they have at brands. So really excited to kind of see what's to come in the broader industry moving forward. So thank you all for your insights. Really appreciate it and have just loved the partnership with each of you. So after this breakout, please go find American Eagle to go shop with your friends, find the Lego group to go play with your friends, and please find the Sweat Concept to go and work out with friends. We're looking forward to having you engage together. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.